Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Carly, and I am an intuitive tarot reader and clairsentient. If you've been drawn to this reading, then there's definitely something in this message for you. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. Always use your discernment. Check in with your own intuition. Calling in your higher selves as well as mine. Calling in all the universal energies of the highest love and light. Thank you for grounding. Thank you for clarity, and thank you for protection. For the spiritual benefit of all beings and the highest good of all. What is your message, please? So this reading, in honor of Prince, who was born on June 7th, this reading is going to be inspired by the song 1999, which is a song that Prince wrote that basically talks about seizing the day, despite the appearance of impending doom and gloom and catastrophic events and things of this sort, whatever areas of life that you might be concerned that these things are unfolding. This is a song about seizing the day and defiantly being joyful in the face of adversity. So we're going to see what the message is here. I feel called to start with this oracle. So this is the oracle of awakening. And so, yeah, beautiful energy here. Thank you so much, angel spirits and guides. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Prince. So we have dissolve. Beautiful. This is perfect. It says release your identity and merge with source, right? And so this is about letting go of your ego, letting go of, the ego is tied to things like fear and pride and, staying stuck or, addictions, things like that, things that you identify as this is how I define myself. So there's this energy here of dissolving that so that you can merge with your higher self. And your higher self is like in that energy of celebration and, joy and jubilation. And we have mycelium on the bottom of the deck, which is about interdependence and support for life. And this talks about, things going on beneath the surface, that we pick up on. This is like all of the parts being connected. Everything is connected, right? And so there's something here about relying on your inner source, your connection to the divine, the creator, and like I said, being like joyful even in the face of adversity, right? Because you are detaching from your ego that says this is good, this is bad, and it's really this energy of getting in touch with a higher aspect of yourself, your God, creator, source energy. So what other messages? Got my purple deck here. And so we have the Hermit. Beautiful. So, you could have been in this energy being in hermit mode, doing a lot of soul searching, right? Searching for source, searching for God, searching for answers, searching for hope, illumination, prayers. Okay. And we have the Ten of Wands. They wanted to give me 4, and the Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. So, there could be this energy of you feeling like there's a spiritual guide here that's leading you along a path. Whereas you're realizing that your heartbreak has been caused by maybe you've been doing too much. You've been taking on too much burdens of the world, of things going on in the media or news or whatever, things that break your heart, things that are disappointing. Okay. And you've kind of been searching for the answers of how you're connected to these things. And so I feel like Spirit's saying, you're connected through the energy of the ego, right? The ego judges, the ego is kind of like, I'll do it all by myself. I don't need anybody's help. But this leads to detachment and disconnection and feeling lonely. So the Nine of Cups here is a very beautiful energy. So we have 2 nines, and this is about having compassion. 99 is about completing cycles and having compassion for yourself as well as others. Okay, but the Nine of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. It talks about emotional fulfillment. It talks about emotional sovereignty, right? It's again that energy of like 1999. 1999. So you might be seeing the number 99. You might be seeing 999, but this is a number of completion. Okay, it's completing a cycle where like maybe you've been identifying with things that have really weighed heavily on your heart and mind and soul here. You've been seeking answers. And I also get the energy here of like, seek and you shall find, and you are finding it here with the Nine of Cups. And there's like some level of detaching, like I said, releasing, letting go of the things that you've identified with that were causing a great deal of burden, a great deal of heartache and disappointment. Okay, and this is setting yourself free. It's that energy of like being defiantly jubilant and happy, even in the face of so much adversity. And we have the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So the Four of Pentacles can talk about maybe you've been feeling like there's things that you've been holding on to. Again, you know, that energy of the ego. Holding a grudge, holding on to certain spiritual beliefs, holding on to your money, being stingy with your time, your resources, your energy, whatever that is, because you thought that would bring you stability, right? And again, that's the ego telling you that you have to hold back, hold on, be conservative with your energy. You can't, you can't enjoy your life because there's scary things going on out here, type of energy. And so, maybe that's what you've been kind of searching for in your mind, is like, or in your soul. It's like, where's the block? Why do I feel blocked? Why do I feel mentally blocked? Or why do I feel like, money's not flowing the way that I want it to, or something like that? And it could be because there are things here that you are holding on to, that your mind is telling you, if you hold on to this thing, then you'll be in a position of power, right? It could be that. The mind is a powerful thing, so be mindful of the things you entertain. We have the Page of Cups here. Some of you, this is about healing some wounds from your childhood for sure. Like there's a light being shed on here of things from your childhood that need to be healed. And letting go of identifying with that wounding. Give me 2 again. We have the Ten of Wands to the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. So this is a new beginning, okay? This is like a spark of inspiration, like whatever burdens you've been carrying. It's like releasing your burdens and having a fresh start. And this is the energy of like, He restoreth my soul. It's like your soul being restored in some type of way, and stepping into this beautiful King of Cups energy where like you're very diplomatic, you're very loving, you're very kind. It's emotional maturity. It's healing this energy of the Three of Swords. And then we have the Three of Wands. Look at that. So you might still be in this energy of like maybe trying to figure out, maybe doing some exploring with regards to what it is that truly makes you happy. What brings that joy? And so there could be this energy of like kind of expanding your horizons, exploring new things. What do you love to do? What really brings out that energy of joy in you, right? I also get here, don't postpone joy. You see that, catchphrase, and you have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So this is about you nurturing, right? This is about you being blessed in some type of way. So for some of you with the Empress and the Nine of Cups, this could be definitely the birth of something. The birth of a child, the birth of a new business idea, the birth of a new friendship, the birth of you feeling more connected to source energy. Okay. I want to read the dissolve. This could also be this King of Cups, like, taking action from a place of love brings in this healing, because you're sort of, you've done the work here and you're ready to release a heavy burden and have a new beginning. There may be an apology coming in, or you may need to apologize to someone, or for some of you, this is an apology to yourself. But there's emotional maturity here from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. It's like, something has really been ignited in you after releasing a heavy burden, after detaching from something that you've been identifying with, something that maybe made you feel safe, or maybe made you feel like you were in control or something like that. Control is an illusion. And let's see. I'm going to read Dissolve from the book, if I can find it. Oh, it's not there. Am I in the right book? Yeah. Huh. Weird. It's everything else is in order, but this card is not where it should be. Goes from C to D. Huh. Very strange. I can't find this card. Huh. Maybe it's back here. Here it is. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. So it says, your essence is pure spirit. Oh my God, look at all the nines. 9. It says, we believe in our bodies, that they are real, that they are solid. In truth, what we think of as solid matter is 99.999999996% empty space. That's a fact. Life as we know it is an illusion that we have fully aligned ourselves to. We do this on purpose. It is why we come here. We are infinite celestial beings of light, and in our most natural state, we don't have bodies. The earth plane was once an incredible playground, a place to come and explore the amazing experiences of the senses, to feel emotions and sensation. A school to learn what it meant to be embodied, an opportunity to evolve through different life forms on the canvas of eternity. A lifetime is a snap of fingers in infinity. Who wouldn't want to experience the glory of Mother Earth, the magnificence of a sunrise, the tenderness of a kiss? It was supposed to be a temporary thing, to visit the earth plane for a time, evolve, and then go on to other dimensions. The earth providing the perfect habitat as an offering of herself for her own evolution. But people began to overstay their welcome. It is a free will planet after all. And then they began to accumulate karma. Whatever you put into the universe returns. It is law. Some of those accumulations would then require another lifetime for balance, then another and another, all the while accumulating more karma. We forgot that we are celestial beings having a human experience, but I digress. This card is here to remind you of your infinite nature, that at your essence, beyond all the skin and blood and bone, is a powerful eternal being in a finite body. This is an occasion to realign to the expanded self, a chance to remember and connect to your celestial self. If you have the time, really only 5 to 10 minutes or more if you decide, explore the following exercise. Take a moment, close your eyes, align to your supreme self. Slowly, in your own time and in your mind's eye, begin to dissolve your body. You can imagine the layers of you melting off like water, or see yourself become dust on the wind. As you do this, dissolve all of your beliefs about yourself, the positive and negative traits, the labels, all of it. Wife, son, mother, whatever type of work you do, the funny, sick, or broke person, or maybe the angry person, let all of your beliefs about yourself melt away until there is nothing left except your pure, inextinguishable essence. You have dissolved into your immortal divine self. Allow yourself to be free from all the expectations that you and others believe about yourself for as long as you like. When you're ready, become a seed of pure potential and plant yourself into the rich soil of Mother Earth, and allow yourself the blessing of an intentional rebirth. You are free. You are free. You are free. And this is it. This is a rebirth here with the 9 of Cups. It's like detaching from all of the things that you've identified with that have created burdens in your life. There's an opportunity here for rebirth, for exploring, what are the roles that you've identified with? Maybe you're a counselor, or you're a healer, or you're a parent, or you're an artist, or whatever labels or identities. This is about dissolving all of that and returning to source energy. And this is very healing. What a magical reading. Understanding that you did make a choice. Your soul made a choice to come here and experience certain things about being human, right? But you don't have to stay stuck to those labels, especially anything that's causing you to feel overburdened or disappointed or heartbroken in some way. This is you taking an action from a place of love, love for yourself, love for life, merging with source. It's like re-emerging, rebirth here with the Empress and the 9 of Cups. Growth and expansion, spiritual expansion here. Emotional expansion, heart expansion, awareness expansion. I'm going to pull one from the Lumens Oracle. Actually, yeah. Okay. We dare to dream. Exactly. Dare to dream. And this energy of the 9 of Cups. Like, what more are you? There's more to you than what you're experiencing in this earthly plane. There's more to experience. There's more to know. And we have reflect on the bottom of the deck. So let's see what this Dare to Dream has to say to us. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Thank you for your patience. Dare to dream. I have a hard time finding things in this book because they don't give, they don't know. Oh, I was wrong. So 42. So Dare to Dream, it's on page 42, and that talks about creating joy and happiness in your life, as well as the 9 of Cups. Like giving birth to, maybe new ideas, new projects, new job, new inspirations, things that bring you joy. If you have to be here, like the song talks about, it's about being defiantly joyful, even in the face of like so much adversity and heartbreak and so many things going on in the world that are so burdensome, right? There's a need to like detach from how you're identifying with your human experience, because there's an opportunity here for renewal. This is what Spirit's offering you. And it says, dare to dream. No dream is too big for you. This card is an invitation to step wildly into your dreams, right? To visit them often, to ask them what they need from you, despite what your current circumstances are, and no matter how far away you feel your dreams, Spirit is telling you otherwise. We often neglect our dreams because we do not know how to attain them, but the process of going after them is a collaboration with the universe. And this is why you're asking to, merge with Source, because you are connected to Source. So if you're feeling this heartbreak, it might have been this energy of you being disconnected from the Source, which is you, disconnected from yourself, from your heart. And so we often, because we don't, but the process of going after your dreams is a collaboration with the universe. If you show up for them, they will show up for you too. And so if you may be seeing eagles, or eagles could be relevant to you in some type of way, but eagles are related to our ancestors and also to having really clear sight. So eagle sight is by far the strongest of its senses. In fact, it has the best sight in all the animal kingdom. It is said to be able to spot a rabbit from a mile away. In the aspect of our personal dreams, the eagle could be an ally for visualizing that which feels far away. And that's the 3 of Wands. It could feel like things are far away from you, the things that you want, the things that you dream of. But you're being asked to have faith here. You have 333. So you could be seeing the number 333 also. But this is, again, this energy of, really doing the reflecting to, like, what do you want? Or, having faith that what you seek is also seeking you with the 3 of Wands. And so even no matter how far away it feels, it's like having that eagle eye that you can see things from a distance. So this is being able to see how things come together for you, even in the long term, right? So a huge part of attaining what we desire is the ability to visualize it. Continue to use your imagination. That's this Page of Cups. To visualize, or continue to use your imagination while showing up for what it is, right in front of you, even if you can't see how they connect. So, showing up with this King of Cups, showing up with love, showing up with passion, with enthusiasm, with joy, even if you can't see how these things are coming together for you, they are coming together for you. 333 is a very powerful energy of like having divine assistance, like Source, God, Creator, the angels, your ancestors are here for you. They're trying to help you see further, see beyond your human experience, right? See beyond this energy of, feeling like you're blocked, like you can't see into the future or something. You can't imagine it. There's something here that Spirit is trying to help you understand that what you're seeking is also seeking you. And this is you birthing something new here for sure. So buckthorn, like many powerful and magical plants, buckthorn is on the invasive species list. Its resistance to being eradicated is one of the properties we can call upon. If we are to go after our dreams, we will need to be resilient. And this is 10 of Wands. Things may try to derail you, and you may even reach a moment where you think, am I not supposed to do this? But keep going. Stand your ground. Buckthorn is extremely helpful when dealing with external influences that may be discouraging. Exactly. Yeah, the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Wands. So buckthorn, you can call that energy in, or you can commune with that plant, may be helpful. And then we have the ruby. So ruby is one of the 4 precious gemstones that has been considered highly valuable throughout all of human history. It is an incredibly hard stone, second to only to the diamond, and we see the diamond here. Ruby can serve as an ally when we are chasing our dreams, as it encourages us to cultivate the durability required to succeed. It being considered a precious stone is significant, as things of value do not always come easily. We must persevere. When buckthorn is helpful in dealing with external influences, ruby supports the internal. Call on it when you feel small, when your self-talk is not so great, and when limiting beliefs are interrupting your progress. And that all could be this Three of Swords. You're negative. You could be having negative self-talk, but I see you being, more diplomatic and moving from a place of love, maybe even seeking some counsel here with the King of Cups, in order to how to shift your perspective, right, from negative thinking to a more joyful approach to your life. Expecting good things, birthing new things, birthing joy and happiness, like being, choosing as a defiant act, like the song 1999, choosing to be joyful even in the face of adversity, which is a brave and bold choice. But I'm going to pull a few more messages, one from this Healing and Clarity Oracle. I pulled out all my purple cards. Thank you so much, Prince. Thank you, Angel Spirits and Guides. And we have Tangerine. It says, I am playful. Exactly. The universe wants you to play, this innocence, wants you to get back to this childlike innocence. And I feel like you've been kind of searching for that energy, like getting back to that playful energy, that curious energy, that imaginative energy, creative energy, right? It's kind of a return to innocence, right? When you merge with Source, understanding that you are a child of the universe. Yeah, it's like I said, being playful, being joyful. It says, let the burdens, and that's this 10 of Wands, let the burdens of responsibility go in this moment and look at the world with the eyes of a child. So this is the 3 of Wands. It's like looking at the world through the eyes of a child and being blessed, right? Being very blessed. Something in your life here is growing. There's something that you wanted, that you hoped for, that you wished for, that you prayed for, that wants to come in for you, that's going to bring in a lot of joy. Okay. But this is like you detaching, dissolving the ego, the old identity, shedding the old self, to open yourself up to this energy, playing, co-creating with the universe. And on the bottom of the deck, we have enlightened. How beautiful is that? This return to innocence. Children are very enlightened. They're very in tune with source energy. It's like, they haven't been burdened by all of the labels and the belief systems and all of that type of thing. So if you've been feeling alone, Spirit wants you to remind you that you are connected, like the mycelia that we saw there. You're connected to everything. You're connected to all that is. So this life is your playground. You're here to have fun. You're here to enjoy it. It says, dear child, you are safe and loved as you continue on your journey of self-exploration. And we see that here. Like I said, I feel like you're kind of exploring the things that bring you joy, the things that make you happy, that bring out that childlike innocence in you. And it's a very enlightened energy. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to pull a couple more messages from the Starlight Tarot, another purple deck. And this is also about healing the soul, the sacral chakra, which is about creating. It's about creation, creating from a place of joy and innocence, letting go of your burdens of responsibility in this moment, and just look out at the world with the eyes of a child, with, curiosity. It says eternity. Give yourself permission to slow down. Yeah, there's no rush, okay? Because you're an infinite being, you're an eternal being. And we have self-care, beautiful. Spoil yourself in the moonlight. Oh, that's lovely. I love that. So we do have the pink moon coming up. So you might want to, take some time to just pamper yourself, love yourself, express your love in the world in some kind of beautiful way. Because, self-care is, when we really understand that we're connected to everything and everyone, the love that we show ourselves is beneficial to the whole. It's healing to the whole, even if we can't see it. So that's really important to know that. And also there could be this energy of you showering others with love, spoiling others with love, understanding that you are connected to them, that when we bring joy to each other, it is a benefit unto ourselves. And then we have unleash. Look, release identity, unleash yourself. Holding nothing back, expand into the universe. Exactly. Merge with source. Hold nothing back, because you are a limitless being. Okay, you came here, you're here for a short period of time. You came here to experience joy, to experience abundance, to experience unconditional love with the Empress energy. So dare to dream and dream big, okay? Detach from anything that you have attached yourself to as far as what you identify with, your beliefs, or things that people have impressed upon you, or, things that you learned in childhood that kind of really have weighed you down and caused a lot of heartbreak and disappointment here. Like I said, renewal with the Ace of Wands. This is working your magic, using your imagination, using your creativity. Very beautiful. And moving in the world, like I said, from this place of self-care, self-love with the King of Cups and the Empress. Showing yourself unconditional love. And again, that remembering that, we're all connected. So loving yourself, loving others, maintaining healthy boundaries, of course, always. And on the bottom, you have expand. Like I said, the Three of Wands, growth is often uncomfortable and messy, but necessary. So I just see this group going through some kind of growth spurt. And it may be uncomfortable, it may feel burdensome right now, but I do see you releasing a heavy burden. I do see like you being restored in a major way, because you're detaching from some kind of heavy burdens of like whatever you've taken on in your life, responsibilities and identities and roles and labels and stuff like that, belief systems. I just see you coming into a much more playful, beautiful, curious energy of like, what else is out there? What is out there that makes me happy, that I wish for? Because what you seek is also seeking you. Very beautiful reading. I hope there was something in this message for you. If it resonated with you, please do give a like, share, comment. I'd love to hear back from you in the comment section. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading, there's information to do so in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Namaste.